Sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb. Sex bomb. Do you guys remember that Halifax advert with fucking Howard, the bloke with the glasses? Extra, extra. Because they do the cover of Sex Bomb. Whatever happened to him, eh? Howard from the Halifax adverts. To be honest, I actually saw Howard from the Halifax adverts a couple of years ago, in fact. I did a delivery in London, and I had like the afternoon to myself, so I thought, oh, I'll go for a walk around, you know. All of a sudden I just hear, extra, extra, oh no, you want more. I was like, I remember that. That was on a fucking Halifax advert back in the late 90s and early 2000s. So that homeless person looks familiar. I walk up close to him, I was like, oh my god, it's Howard. What are you doing here? I thought you'd be living in a fucking mansion. All he seemed to be able to say was, extra, extra. So, oh, fair enough. So I stayed and watched the whole song. Fairness, he still got it. Yeah, it was just sad to see him, so I gave him you know, I was generous, so I gave him 10p. And I made a little joke when I gave it to him. I was just like, oh, you want to bank wisely with that one? Here the interest rates for Halifax are quite reasonable. There must have been something about me saying Halifax. There was suddenly like red in his eyes, like furious. It's like, don't you mention that fucking name to me. I said, what, Halifax? Lifted a lamppost out of its roots, pushed it down on the floor, started eating a park bench. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is mad. So I called fucking I called the hospital, right? I was like, I've got a fucking lunatic here, needs to be sectioned immediately. They were like, okay, well, are you a relative of this person? I was like, no, it's fucking Howard from the Halifax adverts. And they were like, who? So I went, extra, extra. So anyway, I was like, well look, he's on the streets of London and he's going fucking berserk, right? So what can you do about it? They said, well, we'll be down there as soon as we can, but don't expect to be down there for like another 2 hours. I was like, 2 hours? The amount of damage he could have done in that time. I was like, he's already eating a bench, which I've never seen a human do in my life. And they were like, well, that's just stay with him, keep him calm. I realised that all I could really do was sing with him. All he really seemed to care about was the singing from those adverts. He was probably reliving like his glory days, I guess. So I went extra, extra, like that. And then he stopped, he spat out the bench that was in his mouth. And then he went, I know you want more. And then I went, I'll give you something extra when you come to my door. Then he sang his bit. And we had a bit of a duet going, you know. And he calmed down then, he was like back to his old self. It was like seeing him in the adverts again. It was really touching. Anyway, people must have loved it because we got a bit of a crowd going, right? People were like clapping us on, we were dancing, we were like real kind of, like a couple of Freddie Mercurys. There for like 2 hours just singing away. All these people chucking money at us. Eventually the fucking men in white coats turn up. They were like, where is he? I was like, that's him. They carted him off, right? I got to keep all the fucking money that the fucking people were chucking us. And I was able to afford tea that night. I don't know what happened, Howard.